It's been a series of flashpoints, in fact, between the governor and the ruling party, the government here in Tamil Nadu. And the biggest, perhaps the most visible kind of a public standoff happened inside the assembly on Monday as we watched Governor R.N. Ravi, in fact, had read out a speech that deviated from the text that was approved by the government, and subsequently the chief minister passed a resolution saying that only what had been approved by the government and by his cabinet would go on record, and that resulted in the governor in fact walking out in a huff, not even attending in fact the national anthem that was played out later. Three important developments that have happened today. One, of course, the DMK MPs and law minister went and met the president with a letter from the chief minister. Second development was that a unanimous resolution was passed in the Tamil Nadu Assembly on Setu Samudram asking for the centre to continue with the Shell project. And the third development was that a public relations officer from the Raj Bhavan has reportedly been relieved over the issue of having the word Tamilagam in an invite that was sent out by the governor. On the occasion of Pongal. I'm joined now by Dr. S.A.S. Hafizullah, who's a spokesperson for the DMK. He's also the State Deputy Secretary and for the DMK Media Relations. We also have S.G. Surya, State Secretary and spokesperson for the Tamil Nadu BJP. And I have Siva Priyan, who's a senior journalist and who will also play the role of a political analyst for us today. First, going across to Dr. Hafizullah, thank you so much for joining us. Your MPs, your law minister also went and met the president today with a letter from the chief minister. What have you said in the letter? Why the secrecy around the letter?
Yes, the memorandum which has been submitted today to the President of India by a delegation of Tamil Nadu government led by our law minister as our treasurer and the Lok Sabha leader of the DMK has said it is a confidential letter. By and large, the issue is relating to the unconstitutional abuse of power by the governor trying to impose the RSS ideologies in Tamil Nadu in an undemocratic way. So the delegation is here to convey that whatever happening in Tamil Nadu is unconstitutional and undemocratic, and seeking president's intervention to advise governor to follow all the constitution norms and to follow the convention. So the whole idea today, why we met the president, is to save the constitution, to save the democracy in the country, because it will set a bad precedent if governor starts.
You have even earlier asked for the recall of the governor. In fact, you had sent a delegation earlier.
Yes,
and
we had done.
Mentioned that you are asking for the recall of the governor.
That was the view of the members of the Lok Sabha, advised by the our Talaivar and Chief Minister. But today, categorically, our treasurer and the leader of the Lok Sabha of the DMK has clearly said this is a very confidential memorandum submitted to the president, written by the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. It is for the Chief Minister to convey what has been said in the letter. But whatever was discussed, what about the unconstitutional behavior and non-democratic behavior of the governor. So here the issue is to save democracy, the high-handedness of a nominee over the elected mandate. That is the issue. This cannot run in India because we are a democratic nation. A nominee cannot dictate an elected government, whereas it is an absolute abuse of power. Tamil Nadu is a constitutional term for the state, whereas the governor has come up with an invitation saying Tamilagam. It is really hurting the sentiments of the 8.5 crores Tamils living in Tamil Nadu and across the globe. So hence all these issues have been comprehensively addressed today in the president's meeting.
That's what you've written to the president about. We are also joined by Mr. Kovai Satyan, spokesperson from the AIADMK. But before that, let me go across to S.G. Surya, who is the state secretary and spokesperson for Tamil Nadu's BJP. Mr. Surya, the points that have been raised by the DMK about the governor, what is your stand on that? Obviously, what happened inside the assembly with the governor walking out in a huff, first, of course, the deviation from the speech, and then walking out of the assembly in a huff, not even waiting for the national anthem to play out. Do you agree that that was something that should not have happened?
See, our state president has made it very clear that DMK to hide from their misgovernance and the anger from the people, they are taking up this governor issue continuously, giving the same charges, undemocratic, pushing the RSS ideology and etc. Whatever happened in the assembly, see, I'm not the spokesperson for the governor, but when a resolution is passed against the governor, which is unconventional, which is unprecedented, which is nowhere seen in the country, obviously the governor is ought to leave the assembly abruptly. They could have expected this very much earlier. As far as the deviation from the official speech given by the state government and the governor's reading is concerned, it is not unprecedented. We have seen in different states this happening. When the governor is not agreeing to the version of the state government, they are going out against it. But my point is, if the DMK thinks it is unconstitutional, then it should go to the courts, not to the president. I think they know this is not a valid argument. They know this is not unconventional. They know this is not against any of the codified rules or the laws. That's why they are doing this gimmicks to while away time in
The
Tamil
understanding
Nadu
has
to
always been
hide
that the
their
governor has to stick by he's after all representing the government, and therefore he has to stick by the statement or whatever the government thinks that it wants to present on the floor of the House. Just moving across, in fact, to Kovai Satyan, what is your view, in fact, on the governor, in fact, saying that Tamil Nadu should be named as Tamilagam, and what happened inside the assembly? I know you have also taken the stand that, what the chief minister did about passing a resolution asking for the deviations to be removed from the record in the assembly. That is what you have criticized. But what about the governor walking out like that and, first of all, having those deviations?
Governor, we hear that he has acted as per the constitutional powers. Is not deviated any. From the DMK point of view, they say it's against constitution. So what has happened is DMK has taken this opportunity to play the dirty politics of divisiveness. It's between DMK and governor, trying to hide their incompetence and inefficiency of governance and government. And this narrative, they are desperate to build this narrative to hide their inefficiencies and incompetence. However, there is no denial on the point that governor can't act unison as per his whims and fancies. But as far as this event that unfolded in assembly, I would say there were yes, governor there on his hand, but majority of the mismanagement were done by DMK. CM sumo tabling a resolution dialing Article 17 in the assembly has never happened before, and he has not done it with the consent of the speaker, but hurriedly on a damage control exercise, speaker says, no, I have given the consent. Nowhere the opposition, our leader of opposition, nor our MLAs know that there is going to be a resolution which is going to be tabled by the CM. So there are pack of lies. There are pack of fake narratives.
I guess both sides could have been taken by surprise by what happened inside the assembly itself. Sivapriyan, while the BJP will distance itself from the role of the governor, many people do see the governor as someone who is, acting according to the whims of the, central party, the ruling party at the center. In many cases, we have seen that the BJP at the state level seems to be taking a stance at variance with the center, for instance, on the issue of Hindi. The governor, in fact, making these comments about Tamilagam and saying that there should be a renaming, how is it going to play out for the BJP? I know the governor's office is separate from that of a political party there, but how do you think it's going to play out politically for the BJP, this kind of a standoff and the kind of stances that the governor has been taking?
Yeah, I feel it's kind of a catch-22 for the BJP because they cannot actually go against the governor and also cannot accept all of his speeches. Because, for example, I'll have to clarify to the audience that Tamilagam is not a wrong word. It is a cultural name of Tamil Nadu, which means, loosely translated, it's called home of Tamils. But Tamil Nadu is land of Tamils. So Tamil Nadu is a constitutional name, which has been which came into existence after the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. C.N. Annadurai, passed a resolution in the Assembly, and it was duly approved by the Parliament of India. So, Tamilagam is an accepted word. No one is taking objection to that. But the objection is when a governor of a state says that Tamilagam is more appropriate than Tamil Nadu, then it becomes a problem. Then, since this governor...
And also to suggest that it is a regressive idea to have Tamil Nadu.
Yeah. So everything is actually I would even go to the extent of saying that he is actually doing a great disservice to the BJP, because here the BJP, after Mr. Annamalai took over, as you rightly pointed out, he has been trying to localize the BJP. He has been trying to cater to the audience here, saying that we are not against Hindi. At one point, I think Surya will also agree with me that Annamalai called himself a black Dravidian. He said that I am also a Dravidian. See, I am also dark in complexion and I don't know Hindi. I have never read Hindi. I have been an IAS officer for 10 years in Karnataka. Sorry, IPS officer for 10 years in Karnataka. So Annamalai is actually trying to play to the audience in Tamil Nadu, saying that the BJP will also have people who don't speak Hindi. It is not that the DMK only will have non-Hindi speakers, but it is also the BJP. I am also part of Tamil Nadu. I am also into the mainstream. That is the message that Annamalai is trying to give.
Yeah.
And I will have to say here that it is after a very long time that the BJP tried to come out of that national narrative and tried to localize it according to the local flavor here. But this governor is unsettling everything.
Yes, indeed.
So Annamalai doesn't want to talk about Hindi, but the governor wants, indirectly is batting for Hindi. Annamalai doesn't want to talk about Tamilagam or Tamil Nadu controversy, but the governor wants to talk about it. Annamalai wants to talk about governance issue.
So that seems to be, in a sense, politically backfiring for the BJP. I would also agree with you, Sivapriyan, on that issue, that it is possibly backfiring. I will have to wrap up here. Yes, we would have liked to talk about Setu Samudram as well, on which a unanimous resolution was passed in the assembly, but whether the BJP or the ruling, the government at the center actually says what Union Minister Jitendra Singh had said about the Ram Setu in Supreme Court, that is something that we await. Thank you so much, Dr. Hafizullah, Surya, Kovai Satyam, as well as Sivapriyan, for joining us on this debate.